The tradition continues. World Championship Wrestling presents WrestleWar 92 War Game. A flip of the coin determines the balance of power in a cage where survival of the fittest is the only goal. Sting leads his squadron into battle against the maniacal forces of Paulie's dangerous alliance.
Paulie, be prepared to surrender! The dangerous alliance would rather die than surrender to you.
One team will stand. One team will fall. In a match feared the world over. Destroy or be destroyed at WrestleWar 92 War Games. Live Sunday, May 17th, only on pay-per-view.
Okay.
We're motherfucking rolling, Jim. Right here.
Excellent. Now
Hot goss time on the pod.
we're live. I'm getting closer. Okay. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Transition.
Let me tell you guys, he's going to his palatial office. Actually, very nice office, to be honest. But you know, I'm gonna oversell it. I'm gonna say it's like Dusty Rhodes' office in the fucking CNN Tower. You know.
Actually, though, I don't know if I've ever shown you my when I was a manager in my previous life. My last job as a manager, I managed sign language interpreters in New York.
Wow.
And one of the centers in New York was in Long Island. And one of the supervisors who worked under me did a surprise for me. MJF got me the key to the city. I got to do old man technology. Got me this little signed MJF dude.
Damn, that's
And it was a really cool surprise, man. That was a sweet thing. And then I got my little those guys, the Acclaimed. Yeah, I got those guys. So not a lot, but I got a couple of things, I guess.
Dude, that's sick. I will. You know what I should do when I find
it was the sweetest. It was the sweetest surprise. Like it was just like, oh my god, thank you so much.
Yeah, bro. Like that shit's crazy when you get that. Like somebody did that at my old job, and it was way more white trash than this. But I will just say it out there, and if you listen, hey, listen, bro. I appreciate it, but it's still kind of a white trash move. All right, so this guy I used to work with at my old job. He's like, hey, I'm going to go see Jeff Hardy play like his music live in Orlando. And I was like, that is fucking sick, man. And he's like, do you want me to like get him to sign something for you? And I was like, well, I don't fucking have Jeff Hardy merch, but if like you get a signature for me, that'd be cool. Thinking like, you're not going to do that. This dude took the signature he got for himself and photocopied it. And I was just kind of like, I mean, it's not personalized, so it's not like that big of a deal. The only issue is it is clearly photocopied.
Is it that different than getting a tattoo of a signature?
It's not.
Sorry for throwing out philosophy so early in the show, but you know.
Bro. And honestly, it doesn't look bad until you look down at like, you know, the generic 8x10's little like, subheader underneath that says his name. And it's so just like, you know, like you printed off a receipt, you know, and you're just like, oh, that's not legit. But hey, I fucking do have Jeff Hardy's signature, and he did sign it.
Yeah, he signed something, and here it is, you know, and
you know what? Two things I actually have.
Dude.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
It's pertinent to our talk tonight about, by the way, guys, we are actually going to talk about WrestleWar 92. I know that's crazy. And we're going to talk about the 95 years before it. There's an orange cat. No one sees the video, and you know what? I've gone the other way, and I'm like, maybe they never get the video, but they get more video bits on an audio podcast. I like the idea of that, because I'm like an old Upright Citizens Brigade, Mark. You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm the state. That's my sketch comedy, and Citizen Brigade was kind of around the same area. Yeah, more like the West Coast thing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So.
But we are now in like full clavicle season with me.
Guys, you don't even understand the traps I'm looking
at. And so with my OnlyFeed account, And now full collab season. I don't know. We might need to be doing a Patreon charge for video access. I don't know.
I mean,
And look, there's pussy.
Dude, straight up, just wide open.
Just wide
pussy
open.
right now on the pod.
Buddy, why?
So I'm still on the signature thing because I do have 2 legit signatures that are tremendous. Number 1, and I'm actually going to say them in order of how cool I think they are. So this will be funny at the end of the bit. Ron fucking Simmons, and I met that man and got that signature. We got 2, and of course he did charge.
Remember that
us.
one? Yeah,
he did charge us for both. Respect, and I was gonna pay both regardless. But good on him for being like, and hey, you owe me $120, right? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I owe you $120, Ron fucking Simmons. Yes, I do. And the biggest one is Teddy motherfucking Long, baby. My wife met him. I did not meet him. She met him on her own, and she was like, he was so nice and great. And I was like, baby, it's Teddy Long. Play, all right? Like, of course he was the nicest man alive. It's Teddy Long.
Yeah.
So I got Teddy
Yeah,
Long.
He was trying to get your pants on. That's his thing. He's very nice and sweet.
And I, by the way,
and 5% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah. By the way, I take that as a huge compliment, regardless. So good. Hey, Thanks, Teddy. It is a picture of him in The Rock.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
That pops me that his 8x10 that he signs for Marks is him in The Rock. That's fucking.
I'm sure he cuts Dwayne in.
Oh,
I'm sure he does. Yeah, absolutely.
I might have blown your spot up there, Ted. You might actually owe that man a lot of money, but I have a feeling
that's great.
He's fine. I have a feeling he's fine, and you know what? We're fine. You want to know why we're fine? Because a lot of good things are happening for us on this watch along. 2 main things. And you mentioned it last time. Worldwide's fucking dope. So we have a lot of that anyway. So we got that at the worst case scenario. But this specific watch along, you were able to find easily and obtainably full fucking Saturday nights. So we had no problem this time.
Yeah.
2 fucking weeks. That was nice. I was like, oh, thank God. Because you tipped me off. You're like, hey, man, I put it all in a playlist. I was able to find all of it easily on YouTube. And I was like, that's fucking dope. Thank God.
Yeah, it's so rough trying to find shit now.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts, man.
It really
but we got, like I said, and we're good for like this next set too, because I've already started watching the follow-up episodes. Because looking back at the notes for this, I'm like, wow, I didn't quite realize how much I watched. I'm kind of an early watcher because I just don't have the time, so that's why I'm jumping on the next ones.
Yeah.
But I do want to say we did a wonderful break, whether unintentional, of when to do this episode, because they just changed formats all of a sudden. And it's interesting.
It's crazy, and there's no explanation. And I guess I'll just read what I found and I sent you. So, yeah, what happens is, and I think it's let's look at this here. I have it down. I think it's 4/4/92 Saturday night is literally a complete relaunch, and it's finally just branded Saturday night for the first time ever. I didn't realize that. They had not considered it Saturday night. They just called it WCW straight up. So it finally has its own identity, and boy does it, because you're met with, here's your host, JR, and you're like, what the fuck? It's like you literally turn the channel to the shit that you're used to. You know what it's like? Like when I fucking turned on Nitro 3 days after my birthday in 2001, and I saw Vince fucking McMahon on Nitro. That's probably how it felt. It was like, wait. A talk show? I wanted to watch Bobby Eaton.
It's like, yeah, they're like, oh, here's Jimmy Carson over here. And yeah, JR comes out, and you're going to be a guest host each week. The first week we start okay, I think. Maybe. Oh, I think Dusty comes out early. Dusty's one of the first 2 hosts. I remember that.
He's the second host, yeah.
He's the second. Who's the first one?
The first one is Jesse. They're smart about it.
Okay.
He's
the first one's Jesse.
Signing, yeah. And because remember, 4/11 Worldwide is his debut, I believe, on WCW TV regularly.
The drop off after the second season it's almost like a Dexter situation from kind of the original series. Like it just drops off quickly because you didn't all of a sudden mention to me like, oh, did you see the guy from Alabama yet? The band, and I'm like, no, he's the next episode.
I have so many thoughts about that one. That's gonna be, we'll be here a while on that.
But it was just a really cool spot for us to have stopped.
Yes.
Whether intentionally or unintentionally. And then, so besides the rebranding, now all of a sudden, main events are 2 out of 3 falls.
Yes.
And you're just like, and it seems like it's both shows, right?
I don't know if it's, but no, because I think on Worldwide don't they do a weird submission or surrender thing? I think that's their main events. There's one of them, main event.
Yeah, it gets a little weird because it seemed like they were saying only Saturday Night was doing 2 out of 3, but then the other show also seemed to do it. Maybe it was just the one episode or something. But it's But I want to give you a quick spoiler.
Yes.
The second Saturday night after what we're reviewing, Ricky Rackman is the co-host.
I love that. How did you feel?
They said Ricky Rackman, like, what? And I don't think I'm through the episode yet. Or I may have just finished it. And he is such an upgrade over everybody else. It's just insane. And actually, let me see. I actually threads them to ask how it's happened like an hour ago. Let's just see if he responds to me. Let's see if Ricky Rackman has nothing better to do on a Saturday night than reply to me.
Live on the pod later when you.
Let's see. No, okay, no. Ricky Rackman hasn't replied to me yet. We will if we're not too stuzzed. We'll try to remember later to check back if Ricky's replied to me or not.
Okay.
But things get fun. It's like JR and Jesse to start with. But it's like a new set. JR is in the middle of a ring, and there's a crowd, and then out comes Okay, again, I don't want to spoil stuff in the future, but the first co-host after War Games is he's a wide receiver, I think, for the Raiders. It's Dave Casper. Raiders legend Dave Casper, which of course gives JR an opportunity to bring up sports references for the rest of the fucking episode. But Dave Casper shows up, horrible tie. And then he says he's now working in insurance 60 hours a week. And I'm like, why the fuck? I don't want to listen to an insurance man like for 20 minutes, and you're not giving me one like he has nothing else going on. He's like, oh, so I came down because it's 60 hours a week of insurance work. I'm like, dude, you're really not selling the insurance industry hard to me here.
Also, so you're working that much, and you were able to make it to this bullshit taping of fucking Saturday Night in Atlanta?
I'm going to go on a limb again. We'll talk about this in the next episode. Yeah. But maybe if you wore better ties, you wouldn't have to work 60 hours a week.
Exactly.
I'm going to say that on the record real fast.
Yeah, because you did. You were really popping for ties this week.
His tie, listen, it's a thing. Trust me.
It is.
Except he'll be like, Jim, I forgive you. That was right. His tie was awful.
Jim did mention Westville, Oklahoma more on this watch. And I mean, as somebody from that area, I really get a kick out of that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, Westville. That reminds me of my bully in Westville, Oklahoma. It didn't end up very well for him. And I'm like, oh, okay. I bet, JR.
This first episode started good. It was definitely encouraging for the future. Like, okay, this is pretty cool. It's they're talking about we're going to get Brian Pillman versus Brad Armstrong. Okay, yeah, I'll fuck around with that. They give us the same Ron Simmons video from last year.
Yeah,
and it's Ron.
It was them presenting Ron Simmons to Jesse because Jesse ain't watching the fucking product. You know what I mean?
And then my notes here are then he's in a suit I just said WTF question mark. I have to stop doing WTF question mark and finally answering my question. And then I said Ron flexes. So if you have anything additional there that would form a better picture, that'd be great.
Well, I did. I just said it was really canned shit, but Ron got over.
Yeah.
He took his shirt off and fucking flexed, and Jesse was like, "Oh, okay, you're fucking dope."
Okay.
You know. Yeah, that's all it was.
Okay, that's what. He just comes out in a suit and rips his suit off. It's like, bro, why did you wear a suit in the first place if you knew you were going to be ripping it off?
Yeah.
But whatever, Ron, we love you. You gave Troubles, a good autograph, boom, and got paid for it. Good job, bro.
He talked to a really cringe fucking guy that I was with that was really drunk, and I was like, "Thank you for humoring that idiot." So yeah. What about how about this fucking Hall of Fame level tag team? And I'm not even being superlative. It's Cactus Jack and DDP being the job tag team to the Freebirds in '92. That should tell you folks why WCW wasn't further along at this point, because we're looking at a Cactus Jack DDP 1992 when they're young, they're not beat up, even Cactus wrestling the Freebirds, and we're going, oh my god, that was a shitty job match. And it was shitty. I don't know how. It was really bad. It was not a good match.
Yeah. Yes. And I'm warning you in advance. This Freebird shit is only going to get worse.
Fuck.
But yeah, DDP has some kind of interesting thing going on. Like he's just in the background and he's getting reactions from the crowd, which is cool. But like he's being barred because he can't share news anymore or something like that, which actually turns into a cool thing after War Games, kind of.
Yes.
But yeah, I will say one thing. I feel like, and I don't know if I said this last episode or not, but I feel like Jimmy Garvin looks better.
Yeah.
I feel like was it from last episode too? Because all of a sudden I was like, oh, he looks like him again, kind of. He's not like bloated with like an extra 10 pounds of water in his face or
he's not like
cocaine residue or something.
Yeah, exactly. He's not comatose.
It's a waste. But I mean, Cactus is fun, and he's getting a pretty good showcase like going forward. One thing I love is the WCW magazine with Eric Bischoff.
I do too.
It's really good. It's really good. It's a really cool production thing, and that's why I kind of asked you about research, because I didn't know how much he is getting involved in the production at this point. Because it's such a change. It is a change.
I think he might.
It's very noticeable.
He might have some input, but I do also think that it's our boy, which we'll get to because he's one of the guest hosts and really one of the better ones. K. Allen Fry was very big on, let's make this like a cool thing. And if you notice, they start doing promos in the empty center stage, like under the sign. It looks very cool. And he's very into that because he's young. Like we talked about, he's in his early 30s, even though his hairline's in the mid 70s for him, unfortunately. But it was K. Allen Fry. He deserves a lot of credit for this little like window before Bill Watts, which, spoiler alert.
Yeah. And I understand, like it's a reboot of the show and it's all new, but I'm just saying it's like such an upgraded version from like what Gordon used to do as a WCW news segment, and what Eric's doing. It's like so much more entertaining than Gordon just sitting there reading at us, kind of. So that's just the thing with these WCW magazines that I'm really liking. He gives these little video bits. Vader says he has a PhD in pain.
Yeah,
put that shit on a shirt.
I know.
Oh yeah. Is there anything higher than a PhD? Like, he's whatever the top thing is, that's what he is. Yeah. And they give us a Muda mention.
I was going to say, so this is bizarre. They give us a Muda mention, and I know he does come in, and it's not long from now, but it isn't immediate. Like, he doesn't come in at any point after this. So it's one of those things that I think Tony Khan doesn't get enough credit for either, right? Like, back then, people would chalk it up to, oh, it's just a little Easter egg from Dusty, and we'll see him. But when Tony Khan does that, right, it's, oh, this fucking guy, he never follows up. It's like, no, he does. He just mentioned that like 6 months ago because he knew. Like, it's interesting. It's interesting to see how immediate back then fans were like, oh, yeah, okay, we'll give him grace. You don't get that shit anymore.
I wrote it as a Muda mention because it's not like they make a big deal out of it. They just kind of drop a little, they just mention him as, I think, a background opponent for somebody else, or he fought Vader maybe or something. And so, like I said, it's just kind of this nice little mention to kind of put him back on our radar. And so, yeah, just kind of giving you, it's the appetizer. Just getting you ready for kind of down the road. It'll be a fun main course, hopefully.
Yeah, we're just kind of, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I was gonna say it's just the tip. You know what I mean? We're not there yet.
Okay,
not all the way.
I get. Okay. Okay. So then, for our first Saturday night, the main event, Zeman versus Steve Austin, 2 out of 3 falls. Jesse is just such an a-hole on commentary. He's so good. I don't know if I've said this before, but it's an example I kind of use often. Like, if they cured cancer, Jesse would be out there making arguments about how we're putting oncologists out of business.
Yes.
He can find any angle to something and give you just that devil's advocate point of view. He's funny. He calls up fast pins. Tom Zink does a kind of does a body slam and goes for a pin. Jesse's like, what the hell is he doing? He can't go for a pin. You're not gonna pin him like after a body slam, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And he is fucking stepping on JR's shoulders, calling him a brown noser. And how he's sorry, I just watched that Manosphere documentary by Louis Theroux on Netflix. And so basically crushing him for being a clout chaser.
Yeah.
He's like, if anybody with any fame is around, you're just up their ass, JR. And he just fucking pounds him. And it is so damn enjoyable. Jesse is wonderfully obnoxious. Him working with Tony is very good. Because Tony can just kind of roll with those punches a little bit better, and but him and JR, it is oil and like fire or something. It's just not so up his ass. It's great.
Yeah, it's one of those sad like things. It's like, and I know, like, despite the end for his career, it's very similar to in like 2006 when Joey Styles came into WWE, and everyone immediately was like, "Oh my God, this is going to be such a perfect fit," and it just wasn't. And that's what this is. JR and Jesse it never was what it could have been because JR fucking hated the guy or whatever. Whoever hated whoever first, it's very clear that to this day, they're like, I don't like that guy.
I mean, Jesse Ventura could do show me where I'm telling lies. Like, he is not dropping anything that's not true. Because Jesus Christ, JR is just... As this goes on, I think I said we need to make a tier list for these guest hosts because it just gets so shitty. I think Russ Freilich come. I don't know if he was before or something, but
dude.
All these like old football players come in, and JR is of course popping out high schools, and JR, holy fuck, bro! Like I just cannot give a shit about every high school that any football player that this person ever played with went to.
Yeah. And that's the fucking deal for me is like, I don't understand why we're wasting time on this bullshit. And even Jesse at one point, I don't know exactly what he says, but he's like, we're talking about football, Jim Ross. What the hell does that have to do with pro wrestling? And just, you could hear him just sitting there like, you motherfucker. That just took all my ammo because I think Jesse saw it for what it was. And I really believe, the more I think about it, somebody that went from Crockett to WWF must have told Jesse, and it was someone Jesse respected, like, JR's such a brown-nosed motherfucker. He's out there fucking with daggers. Like, because I know how the business works now, and back then it was even worse, right? And there's way less guys in the business. So I really wonder, because this seems like right away, he's like, hey, fuck you, buddy. And Jim isn't very like shy to be like, okay, we'll see. It's weird.
It's one of those things where, I mean, Jesse's kind of a bully a bit. Sure. And so he'll go at JR. He'll go about 80% of JR. And then JR just kind of comes back with like the little brother slap. He tries to come back at like 20%, and Jesse just fucking swats him like a mosquito and just buries him again, and JR just shuts up for 5 seconds to recalibrate his machine. And it really I think shows. I believe the thing was like Vinny the sexual abuser. It didn't like JR because he seems like too Southern. And I think just like all these high school references are just such a Southern thing that like I literally don't want to know where anybody's fucking high school is from. Like, do you still wear your high school class ring, JR? I feel like you probably fucking do, you loser. Sorry.
He for sure would. And I don't know why, because I'll put it out there. I don't remember Westville being very good at shit growing up. So sorry, everyone. You know, all you Westvillians out there listening, all fucking 1,200 of you that exist to begin with. Yeah, I mean,
our demo's dropping.
That is.
I don't know if I guess apparently maybe the 4-4 worldwide is on this watch schedule as well.
Yeah,
and I only got two things there. One is that we've got Vinny Vegas and DDP. We have no clue what the fuck to do with DDP, obviously, and they're going against JYD and Ron Simmons. And I guess still don't get this JYD thing of bringing him in.
Either.
JYD, Greg Valentine. Like,
yeah,
that's like 10 years ago, man.
It is. Yeah.
Nikita wants to talk.
They teamed in 88 at one point. So that's how old. And imagine 88 Crockett and now in WCW 92. Like a whole different world. Oh, man. Ricky Steamboat, by the way, on that worldwide did let us know that, don't do steroids. And I said, you got it, buddy.
You know, I should have done steroids. Your nose.
Yeah, motherfucker, because your nose don't work. That was my favorite thing. I don't know what show it was on. Arn comes out for a job match, and he's like fucking with his nose, like, you might want to get your nose straightened there, Ricky. Like such a little fucking 8-year-old, but it works. And it was like, damn, that's why Arn is like the man, you know?
Yeah, and he gets to some cool places. Okay, so 4-4 Saturday night is framed as a talk show.
Yeah,
it's JR with a revolving Ed McMahon each week, a revolving Andy Richter for the updated set. Maybe I don't know who else may have guest hosts at this point. So that one's like a specific rebrand.
Yeah,
and then the 411 Worldwide is also a very rebranded show. It's Tony Schiavone and Jesse comes out like a fucking rock star.
Yeah,
it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal that Jesse Ventura is on commentary, and it's really cool. It's a much more chaotic energy than JR in the studio with a shitty co-host. It's Tony and Jesse, and Tony can take Jesse shit and shuffle it at least better than JR can. But yeah, it's worldwide is fun to watch.
Yeah, and it's like I would describe it as, especially during this run, it's the wrestling show, but it's the wrestling show with something else to it, you know, because Jesse isn't just like a wrestling guy, you know, he's an actor. He understands good stuff, and Shivani's willing to work with him.
And what is he pimping on that shirt?
I can't fucking remember.
I can't either. It's some kind of weird thing, and because he gets on over the episodes, he gets on Tony. Jesse's wearing it each week under like a vest or whatever. He has like a t-shirt on for some project he's doing, and then next week he scolds Tony for not wearing one or not having one.
Yeah,
he's like he didn't have one, and then the next week he scolds Tony for not wearing it, but he says the name so fast I could never really catch what the fuck he was promoting, so he needed to kind of slow down there. But Jesse just brings it. He's great. He's like the most fun we've had on a commentary, I think, right? Nothing like Jesse, right?
I mean, I'll say not just commentary. I think period so far in WCW. I mean, fuck. Outside of Rick Rude, who is a huge signing that came from WWF? Ricky Steamboat doesn't count because he was already a NWA guy, so that's not the same thing, you know. That's it. It's Rude and it's Jesse, and it's funny how like they just. And
I love Jesse getting the shot. I love Jesse getting the shots in a Stanford too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's just he's still getting those the shitty suits, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's just so funny. He really just he has no censor to like just do your thing, Jesse. Hurt these Southern boys' feelings. You were a fucking Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Nobody can come at you, bro.
You were in Predator, so I mean, you know, it's like people, it's so funny, like being from that world and now being, you know, obviously that world is long gone, thinking back to it though. Cause it's like, you know, people don't fucking understand going into the end of video stores. There was always going to be a copy of fucking Predator in that motherfucker. People don't understand, like, guys that are on those kinds of movies back then that people probably like Terminator 2. That's why people like our age still fucking, you know, and whatever age before the internet remember that so fondly because it was the movie that year. You know what I mean?
And the thing was with Predator, and I believe it was in the trailer where probably where they say and Jesse Ventura or whatever.
Yeah.
He had the coolest fucking gun you'd ever seen in your life at that point.
Right.
It was the coolest looking gun, and Jesse Ventura is the one holding it. Like,
yeah, dude. And
you don't lose in that. You don't lose in that situation. You don't lose in that situation.
No, people don't even fucking get that because everyone knows him as the meme guy now, and it's really cool to see in this. Like, he immediately has fucking cachet. Everyone either respects him or hates him because he's so fucking, you know, huge and larger than life, and he's awesome. It doesn't take long for him to be great at color again. So yeah,
him and Tony I mean, they vibe well. They vibe well. First match they give us Vinny Vegas and DDP versus what I call Barry Rhodes. So Barry Windham and Dustin Rhodes together.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's on that match, but
doesn't matter.
Again, still just DDP's popping around. We get Ron Simmons and Big Josh versus Arn and Bobby. And this is a sloppy ass match. I said it's such a sloppy finish, and I just said Ron's being dumb again at the end. Like, Ron can't do tag team matches because he doesn't understand strategy with like 4 people involved. I think he can only do. I think he's only designed for one-on-one matches. And when you add like 4 participants, he gets very confused about what to focus on.
Yeah, that's his fucking loadout, man. His loadout is singles. Don't fucking equip him with nothing.
Don't bring in tags.
Hell no.
It's like somebody like blind in their left eye. They just can't see that other opponent coming. They need that straight focus.
We have a return as well next. Our boy, because he's my boy. I love this motherfucker. JT Southern, baby. He beats up Firebreaker Chip's ass.
Okay. First of all, we get the Nintendo Top 10 Challenge.
Oh, right.
On Worldwide. And so basically what it is it's like a ranking of like 1 to 8 or 1 to 16. And they're going through a tournament, like a tournament, basically. And the top's going against the bottom. And so I'm just like, are we going to be getting good matches? Mm-hmm. Like, holy shit, this is pretty cool. Yes, you talk about return of JT Southern. I believe how they framed it was, oh, and we have a returning talent from Asbury Park, New Jersey. And I was like, Bam Bam?
Yeah.
And then they're like, JT Southern. I was like, oh. Like, so like, it's not that I'm mad JT Southern's here, but like, when it's like, when they say Asbury Park, I'm going Bam Bam. And so just say he's from Jersey. I don't care, JT. See, he's from Southern. I mean, come on, what the fuck?
Yeah, say he's from Southern.
Say somewhere Southern. I don't know. JR tells us every high school in the history of the world. Just tell me he's somewhere Southern.
Make up a high school. Buffy Vampire High School.
Slayer.
Yeah.
Do you mean Riverside? Riverdale? Forget. You think on Firebreaker Chip. Firebreaker Chip's out there just losing every match and not doing steroid promos for us.
Weird, interesting. I wonder if
one of my favorite things is so they do like kind of a little video thingy or maybe an interview with Busted Ricky.
Yes, this rule.
And so Ricky's there with his Phantom of the Opera nose pack or whatever, and bruising around his eyes. And he says, "What do I say to my son?" And I'm like, that you're a fucking professional wrestler and sometimes shit happens. Like you might want to introduce him to this concept like now, maybe, Ricky. Like, what am I supposed to tell my son? Like, yeah, it's what happens. You know, like yeah, it's like get hurt. Sometimes daddy's gonna get a boo boo.
Yeah.
But go on about Ricky.
Daddy Daddy had to feed you that Kraft mac and cheese, boy. That's what my fucking nose is. No, he does have a great line that kind of is awesome, and then it's fucking lame. And it just proves how daddy is. He literally says, "What do you say to a little boy that asks what happened to your face in a world of violence and drugs?" Whoa. What? Why the last part? Like, wait. Why did you do this angle for your nose? Did you have a deviated septum, Rick? It's interesting. It's like, okay.
I have to say, one thing I do love about AEW is that they make cool faces.
Yeah.
Not that they make cool faces, but they have cool faces. Darby's cool.
Yeah.
OC is cool, right? It's just like this old time stuff. Like the faces are always fucking geeks. And the bad guys have those cool layers, and it's just so. Yeah. I want cool faces, man. And like Road Warriors leave, like, nah, there's no cool faces. Steiners are cool, but everybody else is kind of a dork, honestly. Yeah. Speaking of dorks, we get Marcus Alexander Bagwell versus Big Van Vader.
Yeah.
Sting sent Vader to slaughter. I think, I wrote down Sting sent Vader to slaughter, and there's attack after, and it's Sting versus Vader going back and forth. One of my favorite things from this cycle of watching is seeing two nerds in the ring, and going, "Oh, here's the Vader match."
Yeah,
because it's just nonstop Vader handicap matches, and you see two nerds in the ring, and it's like, "Oh, it's Vader time." It's great. It's great.
And he is not going to work light with them at all.
It's every week. It's awesome.
It's so awesome. That's that fucking shit where you're like, oh, that's why we need job matches, folks. Because that's one thing AEW understands. Just let Megan Bayne go out there and kill chicks. Let her just go out there and kill people, man. That's great. That's why Vader ruled. But yeah, we have our boy,
I got nothing. Dude. I got nothing else from that worldwide.
No,
but you got anything to hit it?
Nothing else. Saturday night, 411. Our boy is the guest host. K. Allen Fry shows up, and you know what? And I even said this. He's like talking about the Freebirds win streak. Like I go, holy shit! K. Allen watches, and I thought that was cool. Like, is he a fan? I don't know, but he watches every fucking show because he could like cite all this shit, and it's not just like he's reading a teleprompter. I also know, and I can just tell when somebody like genuinely is like, "Hey, I'm mentioning the Freebirds." He also kind of sold it like a dork, right? He's like, "The Freebirds, that's a buzzword."
I'm a Freebird. What are you going to do about it?
Right.
I just said the music for Saturday night is off. It's just laughable. The opening kind of theme music for WCW Saturday night. They are restating the rules.
Yep.
Regarding over the top and other things that have kind of come up lately. Some controversies, some recent rule controversies. So we're going to restate the rules. And I believe we get a Hannibal Lecter reference, I believe, regarding Cactus Jack. So that's our pop culture. JR trying to sneak in some pop culture before he names 14 high schools. We get Steiner's versus Jobbers. So, you get that sometimes too. But after this week, I think it's basically just, if you see Jobbers, it's Vader killing them. Nikita comes out. Or we're talking about Nikita. K. Allen Fry says, they're really trying to push this on us that Nikita is going to betray them at War Games. They're really trying to push him as a question mark. I don't really understand why, but they're really just kind of creating this drama of like, oh, we don't know what side he's on, but like he's not doing anything suspicious. But Kalen Fry says he spoke with an anonymous voice on the phone for Nikita's return. And I'm like, Kalen Fry, I'm pretty sure if you're in a legal matter, you can't be like working with anonymous voices on the phone. You kind of need to know who the participants are in a legal matter. So that was funny. Well, something that was just funny. They're like, Nikita us being very secretive about this re-signing, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? Who? Where? What? What am I talking about? What's going on? Anonymous voices signing contracts? What?
Yeah, like unbelievable, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe. Who are you here for, Nikita? Oh, probably the guy you killed last year. I mean, it's a little more obvious. The guy just won the belt. You're trying to make amends. We got it. The other thing that I thought was absolutely ludicrous was the next fucking thing that K. Allen Fry said, or at least the next segment, where he said, I'll be honest, Dustin and Barry came to my office and they demanded a signature on a tag match that's either going to be, and I'm like, hold on, you want to talk about the most flim-flam legal shit? He's telling us, I signed a contract for a tag match between Dustin and Barry and the Alliance that is either a street fight or a bunkhouse stampede, that's what it was, or it's a tag strap match. Hold on. So you signed a contract for a maybe. Well, we'll figure it out. He signed that.
He signed a contract with like multiple choice bubbles to fill in, and it was check only one.
Oh shit, that's so stupid. It's so good. Like
it's like people who are like, and you listen. They get to a point in the Freebirds here where you could tell they're working in corporate America now, right? Because they're like, offices and meetings and things like that. Yeah, that gets ridiculous. We have Barry Windham versus Young Pistol Tracy. Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
We get Flair versus Muda footage.
Yes, which is weird on a lot of levels, because at this point Flair was just the world champion in the not main event against Macho dropping the belt. Like literally it was April 8th. So like whenever they recorded this, around the same time. So
yeah. I mean, like it was just like, okay. Flair versus Muda now. So again, he gave us that little crumb last week, and then the salad course is coming out for us. Like, okay, cool. And then we get the Hammer and Terrence versus the Freebirds.
Hated it.
And this was another great one. Is
no,
I believe this is where they I believe this is where they were talking about Nikita, again, still in the legal matters, I believe. And apparently there's an application to be in War Games.
Oh, yeah.
K. Allen Fry says there is an application to be in War Games. So, I mean, I would have definitely picked Cactus. If there's an application for War Games, I'd be like, Cactus, I'm picking you. I'm picking you, bro. But wrestlers aren't strongly known for their paperwork. And so that just seems really risky for there to be an application process for a main event. I'm just saying. Because that's how you end up with like I don't want to rip on Brad Armstrong, but Brad Armstrong is like your main event, and you don't want that shit happening to you.
No, that's not happening. No,
there's an application for War Games.
I can't believe
Sting had an application process for his team.
Here's what it was: hey, brother, can you run the blade? And you say yes, and then it's you're in. So. That's it. Or did you make me sign a flim-flam ass fucking contract under duress in my office? Then you're in, because they're both in. Like, wow.
With a distorted voice over the line who wouldn't give their name.
Yeah.
The 416 Saturday night.
Yeah.
Is the start of the descent.
Yes.
We get Dusty.
Yeah.
Not good. Not very good either.
No.
He's a shamalama ding dong kind of all over the place. We get Scotty Flamingo, who you kind of mentioned,
That's fine.
that shows up all of a sudden, and then we get Nikita versus the Cruncher.
That was all right.
And again, they're like, "Oh, whose side is Nikita on?" Like, I don't know. He's wrestling the fucking Cruncher. Like, why is this a question mark? Am I missing something? Like, is it because he's Lithuanian? Is it because he's Lithuanian?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Do make a lot of mention to the former Soviet Union member. And I'm like, member? He was born on a piece of soil. kind of weird.
I hope he's really Lithuanian, like in his heritage at least. I know he's from Minnesota, but like it's really repping Lithuania. You could have picked any of the former Soviet republics.
Here's my big Dustyism from this show. I've never known Sting to be a fear of a man. He said that exact thing. And I was like, holy fuck. And then Sting is sitting there like as he's just, and he is just like, you can just tell he's holding on for dear life. And at one point Sting just straight up like, and I'm like, did you even mean to say that? But they just went with it. He was like, I don't know if I'm scared of Vader, but I'm definitely like, he basically is like, I'm not scared, but I'm kind of scared of Vader. And I'm like, wow. All right. And that was it.
Vader is just like, this is looming. He is very Clubber Lang.
Yeah.
Just kind of looming in the background. Like Sting is Rocky in Rocky 3. Getting, trying to wrestle the Cruncher for a world title match. And Vader's in the background like Clubber Lang, just eating up 3 men at a time. Saying, I'm going to kill you, Sting. I'm going to kill you again.
Yeah. And this is just an odd thing, though, because you got Sting Squadron, right? They are, along with fucking Dangerous Alliance in the War Games, that is the show. That's what people are buying tickets for. It's not anything else, because not a lot is even announced. It's basically just they said, like, War Games is going on, and we'll have other stuff.
Yeah, no, as we get advanced, there's definitely one other one that's pimped pretty well. Is Pillman Zeman.
Oh fuck! How could I forget?
Because Zeman does the I'll give you guys first title shots. Sorry, Brian, I get fired up.
Do you know how many people like in that age range that I've been around in my life that literally talk about? Sorry, bro. Like it's a sitcom. Like, why did people used to talk like that in real life?
Dude, you're my best friend, man. Yeah. Everybody's best friend. It's the funniest thing. Okay, so the 25th worldwide. That's where we get our beginning of our Vader handicap matches, where he's just two nerds in the ring and he's just destroying. It's great. Yep. Full Vader. We get DDP versus Zeman, and Jesse is definitely he's just ripping. He said, at least he ain't chewing tobacco. I don't know who he was talking about, but he said, at least he ain't chewing tobacco.
Who knows?
And then at some point during the match, Tony calls a Russian leg sweep. Yeah. And Jesse is up his ass about why they call it a Russian leg sweep. What makes it Russian?
Yeah. What makes it
Russian? I think he's like, is it a Lithuanian leg sweep now? Like, Jesse is just such, like, you don't want to hang out with him. Because he's just going to fucking needle the whole damn night. But he's great. Excellent. Amazing. I think it's Steiner against some dude.
Yeah. I can't remember.
And Jesse strikes a nerve with about Steamboat. So I've Jesse, Steamboat struck a nerve.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's talking about a nerve in his nose or what, so...
I really don't.
But yeah, Jesse and Steamboat kind of have some good drama back and forth, probably from their WWF days. Like Jesse knows he's a dick, or Ricky knows he's a dick.
Yeah, of course.
And then they mentioned like new champs, I believe. And I'm like, wait, new champs? What happened? And I think we had another title change. Did we have another title change?
The Steiners
like
won the
off camera
at some point. Yes, it somehow showed.
Yeah.
Because again, they did do a cool thing here too, where they did the picture book from the house show thing. So I think it's one of those things where it was like, hey, at the same house show, we got new tag champs. And I believe that's how they sort of like framed it.
Yeah, they kind of dropped it in there a little bit. And then there's another Terrence and Hammer match versus Freebirds. And I just said, Jesse is such a dick. It just at this point, he's cutting up on the Freebirds pretty well there. I think about music references. Jesse loves shooting down Southern rock. If he gets shit on like Leonard Skinner, he is. He's talking about real rock and roll. And whether it's Dare or Tony, he's just shitting on Southern Rock. And it's just funny. It's just so funny.
It is so fucking funny.
Relentless.
Yeah, somebody clearly loved it, and he was just fucking with them. But yeah, that's really all there was for that, I believe.
Terrence Taylor is very Timu $1 Million Man.
Yeah,
like they're really presenting him as a Timu $1 Million Man at this point. And I wrote my last note here was Jesse shirt.
Yeah,
and it's just funny because I believe he wears the same shirt for like next 3 weeks. So
and then yeah,
for the 425 Saturday night, I wrote my first words are the March of Sadness. It's Bill Fralick. He's coming down. He gives us a football forecast for the Falcons because everybody cares about that. And the fact that he may wrestle. So he's kind of using this as a card against the Falcons in contract negotiations of he may come into WCW and bore us there as well.
Oh, yeah, it's really bad.
This is the start of just bad. Just bad.
Yeah. Also in this, this is the magical revelation promo by Nikita. He just sits down. Two things happen. His accent just all but disappears. Like he literally just doesn't have an accent at one point when he's talking. And he's like, well, I came back from WCW, and I'm sitting there like, Nikita, you're on television. And then it gets really strange. Yeah.
It was a Lithuanian accent. He's doing a Lithuanian accent now, which is like not Russian at all.
The Russian Federation accent.
Sounds kind of Minnesotan.
Yeah, very. And then I have a little friend with me, and it's very odd. This little girl with Sting face paint comes out, and he just says, oh, by the way, all that mystery, I was here for Sting, and I felt bad. So Sting, you're my favorite wrestler, like her favorite wrestler. Yay. And that's it. That's it. Oh, he does challenge Vader, and I was like, damn, that's actually exciting, thinking of Vader and Nikita wrestling at some point. I hope that does happen. That's it.
Yeah, I believe we've checked in on the fan. I wrote down Big Ben. I don't know if that's the kid's name or not, but when Sting had his fan at ringside and Nikita attacked from behind, so I think they did a check in with like that fan or something.
Yeah.
We get Scotty Flamengo versus Chip, and I just wrote down Vader has strong fee fi fo fum energy.
Yes, it's that, man, and it's working. Immediately, everyone's scared of him.
Okay, and I got to prepare some more notes. We get Steve versus Barry on this one.
Yes.
I'm very proud of this one. Mm-hmm. Hi, this is Jim from the future. I kind of get why Steve complains about hair pulls.
Yeah.
Because he complains about hair pulls a lot on himself. And like again, calling from the future, I understand why. And then that also led me to kind of the question of with Barry. Actually, this one's kind of interesting because it's the TV match and it's the main event, so it's 2 out of 3 falls. So we'll get back to that. That makes it interesting. But how would like the Stone Cold character, like the impact of the Stone Cold character, have been if he still rocked like this hairstyle?
It would have been
right, because Stone Cold, different. The bald, right, the leather vest, like, but he had all of a sudden the blonde hair still.
Yeah,
that'd be weird, right? Like how does that impact? Like, yeah, like a negative magnifier, multiplier, or something on that, like it's charisma or something.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Like 4 charisma.
He does
like head shape 10.
Yeah, this is a good match though.
It's a good match. It's 2 out of 3 falls, but still only the 15-minute time limit.
Yep.
And so Barry wins the first fall.
Time limit.
And then we just go to the time limit.
Great.
And it's like,
way to set it up.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of cool. Like, but I think always is when these people like know there's a time limit and they just don't give a fuck about hurrying at all.
Yeah. I love that.
La 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 la.
And then, of course, I don't know if there's anything important from Worldwide from 5'9". It's such a blur to me.
Worldwide 5'2".
5'2", okay.
Ron Simmons, I think it's honestly, it sounds like a Dickie Jesse stuff. But Ron Simmons is wrestling. Jesse's calling out the tomahawk chop as racist, I believe.
Awesome.
And Jesse's not taking a side, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
And it's just, again, he pushes it. You're like, oh yeah, I can't disagree with you there. We get Scott Hall with JT Southern. Somebody with JT Southern. He's wrestling Joey Maggs. Rick Rude and Medusa with Jesse. Jesse's definitely a fan of Medusa. He's pretty big fan of hers. But it's just fun, Rick and Jesse, because they both hate Vince McMahon, right? That's great. And then in the Nintendo Top 10 Challenge, I believe it's Steiner versus Terrence Taylor, I believe.
Yes.
I have Rick RIC. So again, like also, we're getting some kind of cool matches. I know who wins, but like, I get it. It's cool, fun.
And then this is my favorite Saturday night by a lot, and I know it's your least. 5-9 Saturday night.
No, wait. We still got 5. Wait, 5-2, I believe, don't we? On the Saturday night?
See 5-2.
Yes. Okay, sir. We have a 5-2 Saturday. I'll hit us through this real fast.
Okay.
This is the only decent host.
Oh god.
In the rest of this wave, it's Jason Hervey.
Oh fuck yeah! I definitely did not see this.
Oh, okay, so Jason Hervey's the guest host, and he's very just rile up JR, just be annoying to JR. JR must be like this little shit. He's sexually harassing his girlfriend, like, and Hervey just needles on kind of the whole show. Nothing much really. It's Dustin versus Buddy Lee. Barry joins commentary and it bores me. DDP with Richard. Again, DDP on another new tag team versus JYD and Ron. Jason and JR are sitting on the stage. Do you know how like on like the Tonight Show, the host will like sit behind a desk?
Yeah.
That's a cool thing because it's just so much fucking crotch. Like they're just up there man spreading and like there's just so much crotch. Like give me a goddamn I don't need to see that on Jared, definitely.
No.
Also, please not on Jason Hervey, but it's just too much crotch.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the drama for Sting Squadron. The drama is whose side is Nikita on?
Yeah.
They're creating drama on the Dangerous Alliance side
yes.
of what's going on with Larry, what's going on with the Cruncher.
I don't know.
And I'm not okay. Thank you, because I'm like I don't totally understand where this comes out of, and even as it evolves and proceeds, I don't get where it comes from either. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so just trying to give us some Dangerous Alliance drama.
Yep. I do recall that.
Yeah, it's like this dropped out of nowhere. NWA, they announced the NWA World Tag Tourney.
Okay, I do remember that.
Yeah, they announced things a couple of times. They tell us it's going to be at the Clash. And I mean, come on, man. You missed out on a good one, man. Big Josh versus Arn, 2 out of 3 falls in that main event.
Oh, fuck. No thanks.
It's just so funny because there's a go Arn go chant. Like the crowd just loves Arn. And we love the shittier he is, the more we love him. And I just said Arn is so good because he made a big Josh main event like not the worst thing in the history of the world.
Right, which is fucked. Damn. Okay, I already know what we're gonna do. We'll get there.
So that was the episode. That was the episode I was watching when you told me about the guy from Alabama.
Yeah. So that gets us to fucking 5-9. And I had seen this as just a standalone Saturday night. Don't ask me how. I just randomly was like looking around. This is years ago. And I was like, Saturday night? And it did not say Randy Owen on it. Nothing. And I turn it on. And Alabama's Randy Owen. And when I tell you my mother was obsessed with the band Alabama when I was a little kid, it was unbelievable. Like unfucking real. You got to remember, I was born in 1989 in Arkansas. That's not abnormal for that area, okay? So,
and they were band of the decade, I think they tried to say to us or something like that.
Yeah, come on, man.
Like the country music band of the decade or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
with that said, Randy is wooden as shit. Unless they're talking about his June Jam, which is the only reason he's there. It's so clear that he was like, I'll do your bullshit wrestling show, but it's all about my June Jam. And they don't shut the fuck up about the June Jam. It is like, you might as well have called it WCW Saturday Night with Jim Ross at the June Jam, because that's what this was.
Yeah, I mean, God, we probably should have done the research to see how many people showed up. Because Alabama has a softball game going on, and for charity apparently, and we should go there. And again, it's like, dude, you realize like you're advertising outside of a 15-mile radius, right? I just want to check real fast.
Nah, we're just from Atlanta.
Yeah, this guy from the guy from Alabama, you can say his name again, but he looks like Ken Burns, documentarian Ken Burns. Looks just like him. It's great. We get Nikita versus Mr. Hughes.
Uh-huh.
Whose side is Nikita on? I don't know. And then they let us know the Steiners won the tag titles. There were no cameras there.
There we go. That's
stop asking questions.
Don't fucking ask again, and don't fucking look.
There were no cameras.
Yeah, don't look on YouTube.
Zero cameras. Oh, it gets so good with the World Tag Tourney. I think it's the next show.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking funny. It's from the WCW magazine, so I'm loving WCW magazine. And yeah, so Steiners won tag titles at a place with no cameras, because why would you have cameras running anywhere?
Mm-mm.
But we flew in the guy from Alabama.
Right.
Maybe bring one fucking camera.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I had 5'9" worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Steve versus Chip, cool. Dustin versus Bobby, cool. And Dragon versus Cactus in the Nintendo Top 10 Challenge. So again, you're kind of getting some fun matches. So, yeah, you're getting like fun matches from that Nintendo Challenge, and hey, a cool sponsor. So,
and then of course
516 worldwide.
Okay.
They are in Augusta.
Yeah.
Jesse is all about the fucking golf, and I did not expect that. He will not. He talks about golf in this episode as much as JR talks about Bagwell's high school. Yeah, he's just all about. He's all about Augusta. He was going to Augusta because they're the tournament place, the club, and just nonstop about golf. We get the Freebirds versus Richard Morton and DDP. And again, Jesse is he just loves her. This part of me is like, I wonder if he saw Michael Hayes at some point. It was just like, that fucker is like kind of stealing a little bit of my thing.
Yeah.
And just like, it had to dislike, because he rips them pretty good. It's good. We get Bobby versus Dustin. The Diamond Stud has a hard on for Dustin for some reason.
Yeah, that comes out.
Again, out of nowhere, shows up, starts doing things. And it just made me think, I'm like, how far away are we from Razor versus Goldust?
I know. 4 years.
Like, it's just weird things. You're just like, yeah, you're just like, oh shit, like we're almost there. We get Nikita with Dusty.
Yes.
Versus Vader in the Nintendo Challenge.
That rule.
Nikita slams Vader. That was a moment.
I forget that was a match. I thought that was just like a run-in thing. I totally forgot that was an actual match.
Yeah, I have as a Nintendo Challenge. Yeah, he slams Vader, and it ends with the double count out. So he can't kind of.
That's why.
I mean, yeah, and Vader finishes with a splash at the end. But yeah, Dusty's like, "Door, I'm here. I got your back against Harley." And we're gonna get. They said we're gonna get Steve versus Ron next week, and then I wrote down not. I think they actually said maybe not. I don't know. It's very 90s.
Yeah.
So that's for 516 worldwide, but let's hit 516 Saturday night now.
All right. So Teddy Long is the first little guest host. They start like just giving up on it, because like in the middle of this, Pillman just comes in, but Teddy's here to let us know he's helping out the little homies. He is completely turned another leaf. The piece of shit that we knew before. was not Teddy Long, and he is excited to show us the real Teddy Long going forward. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I find it interesting that both the two people you said got your best autograph experience are both getting like these polishes to make them presentable to the mainstream community or something. It's just funny that they're both your favorite interview guys. But yeah, Teddy's in the community. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know, man.
Teddy feels like for people who, everybody knows Teddy like in the older days, right? Everybody knows playa. But he has strong like Nana energy.
Absolutely.
You're just like, if I need to score a weed, you're the guy I'm going to. You got the connect.
Was Hitman really wrong? You know,
we get the Super Invader arriving.
Oh,
who is that? Do you know who that is? Before I look it up.
Yeah, it's Billy Jack Haynes, and it's terrible.
Okay,
it's terrible.
And they're trying to make it. They're trying to make it a thing. He starts getting into the Vader squash matches later, but it's not great. Pillman comes out, like you said. Pillman comes out, and I'm gonna be like, it's almost a knee jerk reaction for me at this point. If I see Pillman come out, I think, is he gonna say something racist?
Yeah, Dusty.
It's literally
favors.
It is literally my instinct. If I see Pillman trying to be taken, if he gets a serious face, I'm like, oh, I think he's about to get racist. And then there's Pillman and Zeman with JR. And I think we get some kind of pull away or something here. And that's where Zeman does who were they fighting around with? It's not Marrow.
It's fucking Johnny B. Bad.
Is it Marrow?
They both beat up Johnny B. Bad to get at each other. It was really weird.
Yeah. And so, but they're challenging somebody. And then the story they're going with is that Zeman lost a lot of weight to make the lightweight division. Yeah. So that's the reason for the change in his body. No other reasons, just wanted to drop weight for another weight class.
And then again, it's the 90s, so we had to have the most 90s line ever delivered by Z-Man. Yeah, all right, Brian, I'll see you in the ring tomorrow. Literally just like that. And I was like, this is... I'm so glad I hate Zeman, man. The rewatch on him, everyone's like, he's fucking dope. I'm like, no, he's not.
But I think the Pillman match is good at the show, right?
It's good.
I think that's good. I think it was like, that's the best Z-Man I've seen. I think that at the show, kind of, you know. So yeah, ready for WrestleWar? Ready to war this shit up?
Let's go, man. Let's get it done.
And this can be found online. You do not have to go to a back alley and do stuff for strangers to get access to a link.
Yeah, I'm over.
I still regret that. Yeah.
I'll be honest. Outside of really 2 or 3 matches, I don't have a lot of notes. It's kind of just surface level. I do love Eric and Tony are on the Cuck stage still. Love that for them. They do kind of have a good rapport together, though. They're kind of like, you know what it is? It's like, you know, your buddy at work and you work a shitty fucking job and you just, that one person you just look at and you're like, all right, bro, let's just, we're here. That's kind of the vibe.
I feel like it was young Pistol Tracy that was caught up in that bullshit with Pillman and the Z-Man, I think.
That too, but see, it bleeds through because they also did both wrestle fucking Johnny B. Bad. That's why I'm like, I don't know, man. The light heavyweight division doesn't fucking matter at all.
It's 4-5 individuals.
Yeah.
Speaking of divisions that don't matter, we get Freebirds versus Terrence and Greg. My comment here was, Jimmy looks better. So this, I think, the first time I noticed, I'm like, oh, Jimmy actually looks like old Jimmy. And we may get a reason for that shortly. But yeah, we get the title change. They become the U.S. Tag Champs. A whopping 1 3/4 stars from the newsletter. Cool.
Too long.
Yeah. 16 minutes. Wow.
It was unbelievably long. I was like, fuck this. I'll be honest, I skipped the last like 5 minutes. I was like, where's the finish? I was done. It sucks. I hate Greg and Taylor together. I think the birds like being a thing getting pushed again. I'm like, no, this is terrible. This is not doing anything for anyone in 1992.
It's just yeah, I don't know why you have the secondary title here anymore.
Yeah. It's no point.
Next match, Young Pistol Tracy versus Johnny B. Johnny B wins. Nothing notable.
Yep.
Then we get the backstage.
Mm-hmm.
We get Missy, and Missy's with the Freebirds. And now we get Business Precious.
This was crazy. I did not remember this ever happening. So I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know she came out of fucking retirement.
And this is going to lead us to Freebird Enterprises.
Yes.
Which is fucking not good. But it's gonna lead us there. Next match, Bagwell versus Scotty Flamingo. Scotty Flamingo is just so interesting. Just knowing like what he becomes, it's just seeing Raven like now at age whatever 60 and like how that is who he is. He's out here doing the Scotty Flamingo shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, nothing great there. Oh, okay. So the next match. Yeah. Next match is worthwhile. Next match, out comes Cactus Jack and Mr. Hughes. Yeah. Mr. Hughes enters the ring. Cactus just jumps off the ramp.
Yep.
Out come JYD and Ron Simmons. And Cactus attacks JYD. He knocks him off the stage, gives him the elbow from the ramp. And I don't know what the other two are doing. JYD is beating the shit out of JYD. JYD's getting the shit beat out by Cactus. Yeah. And so now they're got the ambulance and the stretcher and all that shit. And now they change it to a one-on-one match.
Yep.
And Jesse will not get off this the rest of the match, and it's fucking hysterical. Again, fucking hysterical because he's just calling it out to JR. And just like, how do they decide who would wrestle? He's like, I would file a protest right now. He's just so funny, just calling out K. Allen Fry and his stupid decisions, and it's great. You can, and then JR says, "You can't have one guy wrestling two guys, motherfucker. We've been seeing that the last weeks.
Yeah,
one guy taking on two guys. What do you mean one guy can't take on two guys? It's literally Vader's existence at this point."
That's all he's here to do. Yeah.
So that made me laugh. I wish Jesse had called that out on it. That would have been funny. We get Super Invader versus Todd Champion, which is wait. Yeah. Is Billy Jack Haynes also Hercules Hernandez?
No. Wait, is that Hercules?
It's Hercules. I have it written here as Hercules Hernandez.
They're very.
I did figure it out.
Body types.
I guess they're very similar types. Oh wait, wasn't Billy Jack was somebody else, wasn't he? Isn't he? He's Big Josh, isn't he?
He's Black Blood.
No, Black Blood. Okay, yes.
So that's why I was confused. Well, you know what? I like Hercules, but I'll be really honest. There's not a lot left in the tank here in 1994. I mean, it's not his fault, it just is what it is. Well, you know what? Good for Hercules getting that last little payday, man. Good for him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, like, just kind of looking right now and going, this was a pay-per-view. People paid. Like, tomorrow we will be watching AEW Revolution, and we pay whatever we pay. You'll be in Scotland tomorrow with me?
Oh, I'm in Germany, brother. Yeah, I'm going to Germany.
Oh, you're in Germany? Okay. Yeah, so I'll be elsewhere tomorrow watching it. But just think of what we pay for that versus what people have paid for this and the quality you get in return. Because this is just I have Richard Morton versus Big Josh.
Nothing of note here at all, by the way, at all. Josh wins. Off of Tampa.
Ron Simmons did end up defeating Mr. Hughes, just so you know.
Yeah.
And then we start. Okay, we get to the last three matches. We kind of get to an interesting. Yeah. Finally.
I still hate Z-Man, but he does wrestle Pillman for the light heavyweight title. It's a good match, but I will say, man, it just makes me like, we couldn't get another guy from New Japan like Zeman. It just feels like Pillman and slow-mo. Like, Pillman could go so much harder than this. Like, there's so many moments in this match. Like, it gets good at the end, but there's, like, so many fucking things at the beginning where I'm like, we're just laying in an arm hold here. We're in a holding pattern, you know? It's just weird.
Yeah, do you know what the impetus was for the light heavyweight title being, or the lightweight title being introduced? Like, was it for Muda specifically, or for
Yeah, they were gonna like,
for Liger, or like,
yeah.
I just it's such an odd thing to have such a small division for this title.
It was I believe it was either a Dusty or a Jim Herd thing, and then of course when Herd left, then like all the ideas they had were kind of scrapped, I guess, because he was so fucking hands on that at this point they're like, we don't fucking know what to do with this, but we got to push it because it's Pillman. So I appreciate what
Jesse's waiting this whole match for one of them to cheat, and that's kind of the thing from the start. Jesse plans it up front. He goes, "All right, Ross, which one's gonna cheat first?"
Yeah,
and he's like, "Because one of them's gonna cheat," you know. And I mean, I don't think anybody really cheats. There's a fun figure 4 slap fight.
mm-hmm.
Like, these guys go hard with each other. Like, they're really going hard. That's kind of the thing that you don't normally get in a Zeman match, I guess. Yeah. Jesse's just waiting for the cheating, and Zeman just whiffs on like a body press and flips over and get a pin. And he's always just like a self-forced error, and I just don't know why you keep trying to make him a thing.
I don't know, and that's all I mean. Like, it was a fine match, but the next match, though, holy shit, buddy. We had the Steiners. They didn't really do a good job of explaining it. They do kind of explain, but it's very like off to the side on commentary. This is a #1 contenders match for the IWGP tag titles, and it is the Steiners against Tatsumi Fujinami and Takayuki Iizuka, who becomes like a total like comedy heel late in his career in New Japan. Has so many crazy, like, he has a concussion at one point. He's out almost 2 years. Like, it's a wild career this guy had. And I totally forgot that he was a young boy here with Fujinami. Dude, the Steiners beat the fuck out of Iizuka in this match. This is like, there's points where it's like, oh my God, they're just dropping this motherfucker on his neck, his head, his spine.
Okay. The big way they're framing this match is it's Detroit versus Japan.
Yeah.
Japan stole our jobs. They're taking the auto industry away. They're going to buy the Mariners. They're buying this country. They're the bad guys. So they really kind of go with that. Scott does a flip slam.
Oh.
And lands. I feels like one of the 5 worst landings I've seen on a head thing. Like, it seemed like he should not have been able to move after that flip slam. And then I think he goes for another one and successfully doesn't. I'm like, bro,
yeah,
cut the shit. No more. Like, he lands on his forehead almost, like pushing back. It's gross looking how he lands on that slam.
And then it just goes to, okay, we need to just do what we know how to do. And so they just mat work, and it's awesome. It's one of like those things where it's like, it's still a Steiners match. They throw them around, suplexes all over the place, but there's a lot of fucking control on the mat spots. There's so many sugar holds in this. Like, there's so many roll-ups in just, it's a sugar hold, and they turn it into a cradle. This ruled. I was like, holy shit. This is like one of the best matches Jacksonville has ever seen, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a great match. It is not neck strong.
No.
It is not Roderick Strong neck strong. It is like just Zuki goes off the top. I have Rick on neck. Like, it's just so brutal. And I just do want to say one thing.
Yeah.
You may love the Japanese, or you may hate them, but you have to respect them.
Okay.
That's a JR quote. And I was like, JR, do I have to hate them? Like, is there? Just because they make a better car than Ford or something. I don't know. It's funny just how they always got to bring that racism. It's great. So Southern. So Southern.
Great finish too. The top rope, belly to belly overhead. I was like, oh, okay. Didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, just throwing fools. I love fools being thrown. It's great.
And then of course, here we are. We're here. We're here for a bloodletting, and we had one. It's Sting's Squadron against the Dangerous Alliance. War Games. And I mean, I don't even know where to start. This is a great War Games. I feel like it's quicker than a lot of War Games. And the thing that I just keep thinking about, it's like, it's got everything. And I totally forgot. Like, I really, of course, you vividly remember Austin's blade job because holy fuck. It is substantial. But a lot of other motherfuckers have some fucking blade jobs. Arn, Wyndham at one point, Dustin. I'm like, damn, everyone's running the blade in this.
We start with Stephen Barry.
Yeah.
Stephen Barry, Texas boys, batting leadoff. The first thing I always have to pay attention to in a WCW steel cage match is what the fuck is the headroom?
Yeah.
And it's pretty decent, except for one incident during the match that I think I note. Oh yeah, I definitely did. But yeah, it's got like decent headroom. It's not like some of the other ones that were super bad, but there is a situation where at one point Dustin, I think does like an atomic drop and like lifts somebody up and just bangs the head off the top of the cage.
Yeah.
And that's owie. Yeah, Dustin lifts Steve's head into the top of the cage, and that looked like an owie. But Steve and Barry start, and the next one is Rude. And yeah, Rude and Barry fight, and Steve apparently just takes a switchblade to his forehead or something.
Yeah.
Because
it's right away. You're like, oh fuck. It looks like he's been bleeding for 20 minutes in a match. Not like that just happened. Wow. Yeah, it was a lot. And
we get Dragon comes in.
Yeah, it rules. He's got fire.
Then Arn. Yeah, that Dragon pretty cool in this. Arn, Dustin.
Yep.
So they kind of get their thing. There's one point where Arn's head is between the rings, and Barry's like stomping on the back of his head, and that seemed kind of brutal. Like,
yeah. Well, we know how Arn's career ends.
It looked rough. Like I was like, that I would not want my head between two rings. Like it looked like it was.
They do it to Rude later.
Yeah, it's just like it's fucking crazy, man. Crunch who shows up.
Yeah.
Dustin beats his ass.
Yeah.
Medusa starts climbing the cage, and she drops the phone through the cage. And a Sting gets up to the top of the cage and threatens Medusa. That
was cool.
And it's still kind of the thing. It's like, is he gonna hit a woman? Like we were just mad about Ricky doing this. One other thing that I don't think we mentioned was, or if it was just the last time, where the Ricky's cheating on his wife or whatever, all that blackmail stuff. I don't know if that's this cycle or if that's from the last one.
No, that was this cycle. It was during the Randy Owen episode. That was what that whole thing ended up being about. Yeah.
And so it's just a bunch of women saying, "Oh yeah, I'm sleeping with Ricky Stevo." My mom was one of them because that's always been her dream.
Of course.
Then Sting shows on up in the ring, and yeah, Rude's head's between the rings.
They just whip his ass.
And JR is on a very strong, please respect us.
Right.
You have to respect what these guys are doing. Like like they're really pushing for like, please respect what we're doing. And I'm like, I can't, JR. I just can't when you're talking about high school boys every week.
Yeah.
Then Bobby comes in, then Nikita comes in, and now we can kind of get some fucking resolution to this shit.
It's not long though. Once Nikita gets in, it's like what, 5 minutes? Because he comes in, he fucking clears house, and then of course, because the whole fucking thing's built on it, we get the little the Sting Nikita look, like what the fuck, dude. And then
but whose side is he on?
Well, we find out quick because Arn and Austin, covered in fucking blood, come to whoop that Sting ass, and Nikita sees him from around Sting's corner. Sting doesn't know that though. Pushes him out of the way, takes the bullet. And JR is like, he took the bullet! He took the bullet! And I'm like, okay, dude, it really was just kind of a shitty shoulder. It wasn't even that big of a deal. But then after that,
literally, he's the last guy to come in the ring. Like,
Yeah.
he's been there for like 20 seconds. Not that much of a bull to really take. I just wrote down here at this point, Jesse is my inner monologue. Because he just calls out anything that's illogical, anything that's stupid, he calls out, and I kind of fucking love it.
You know what he is?
Because also, he would argue himself out of that stupid situation because that's who he is. He's amazing.
Of course. He's kind of JR today. And all I mean is, like, the thing with JR's commentary today is he just calls out what he thinks is dumb. Whether he's right or not, he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, well, you know, he didn't hook the leg there. And it's like Jesse's doing that here, though. He's like, you weren't going to get him with that. Because remember, an earlier match, Zeman hooks the inner leg. And he's like, are you kidding? Like, he's like, you didn't know his leg would be under the rope? Like, really? Unbelievable.
Jesse seems very anti-Zeman. Like, he seems like he still owes him $100 or something from 85 or something.
For sure.
Sting has a scorpion deathlock on Arn. Yep. Also, the turnbuckle broke. You know, again, Jesse has no clue what's going on. Oh, the turnbuckle broke.
Rude's
so we start getting
it.
this sloppy move. I just write down Sting has basically like a bully move on Bobby.
Yeah.
Kind of like a stop punching yourself kind of thing. How is it set up?
Oh,
I just remember it's very fun.
Another setup little trope is, you know, we got a problem with Larry Z, but we don't, right? So Bobby's got Sting held, like, hit him with the fucking turnbuckle, bro. Sting moves, he hits Bobby in the shoulder with it. He's like, ow, my shoulder. It's natural, I promise. And Sting puts like you said, like the fucking, you know,
like Scott Farkas.
Noogie.
You just got Scott Farkas move on him or something, yeah.
Yeah, the give him a noogie hold, and he fucking gives, buddy. He's hurt.
Yeah, he gets up. And who should we be mad at?
Larry Z,
the Cruncher.
Course. Yeah. He didn't give up.
The Cruncher.
Fuck him. That was kind of weird, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm on Larry Zbysko's side. I don't know if this has ever happened in the history of my life. Like, you guys are really just kind of picking on him. Like, Bobby's the one that gave up from Noogie.
Yeah. So that's it, folks. We've waited forever, it feels like, for this fucking moment right here. WrestleWar 92 over. Sting Squadron, big win. What's the future of the Dangerous Alliance, though? We're going to find out, because our next show, and this is what I'm doing, executive decision. And so far, I'm 1 for 1 on these executive decisions, and this is what we're doing. WCW was fucking stupid, and they do the shit. Now I figured it out. I kind of get it, but I don't. They did this next Clash 19, which is literally just titled NWA World Tag Title Tournament. Very original. For 4 days before their pay-per-view. So I am not going to have us review 2 shows in a row on a show. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to fucking do our next week for Clash of Champions 19. And then we'll do another week for the other show. Because we can still talk about, like, the worldwide and whatever happens, you know, in between. And we're going to give ourselves another little fucking break. Because I have a feeling that after fucking Beach Blast, there ain't much going through fucking July. Like, we got Bash, and then after that, there's nothing in fucking August. There's no way. There never is.
Yeah, looking ahead, I see September 2nd.
There you go.
Okay. September 2nd, 1992 is the WCW Clash of Champions number 20. It's the 20th anniversary.
It is, and that's a good one. We're going to do another one like that, too. We're just
I know, I understand the South educations aren't always the top, but they understand anniversary is a year, right?
Well,
and so it hasn't been 20 years?
Here's actually what it is, and this is the issue with Southerners. They don't explain themselves, because I've been told this by my fucking wife a million times that I'm Southern. They mean 20 years of TBS, but they just won't say that.
Oh, gotcha.
Because TBS did start in 72 as a fucking big, you know, strong antenna channel, and then it became cable later. So yeah, we're gonna do that because I'm not fucking doing a mega show, and also I'm seeing some good shit.
Dude! I just want to I want to give you the first image because, like I said, I jumped ahead. I watched the 23rd.
Yeah.
I mean halfway through the 30th. The first thing you're going to see on the 5/23 Saturday night is Bam Bam and Dr. Death.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's the first image you're going to see, man. And I was like, and I'm like, oh, we have a tag tourney. It's pretty fucking cool, man.
And this is the first round. They did it right with the Clash of the Champions on. It is all the tournament. It's the whole first round, and then we get the second round to end it as well. I see that. First match is a dark match. Big Josh and DDP. Thank God we don't watch that. And then the first actual match on the Clash might be pretty damn good because it's Nikita and Ricky. They're teaming against the Malenko brothers, Joe and Dean. So that's fucking nuts. That goes almost 10 minutes. Next match is...
It's funny how many of the tag teams that aren't WCW are brothers.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like, I mean, it might be every single one except for possibly one, but they're like all brothers.
You got Rick Rude and Steve Austin going into the tag tournament, even though Rick's got the U.S. title still. They wrestle Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Z-Man so that I don't have to give a fuck about a whole team because I don't like either of them at all. And then, I don't know if it's their first... Did they have a squash match before this, or is this the debut on WCW of Bam Bam and Dr. Death together?
I think this is the first time I saw them on the screen, and then they're here having matches, and that's great.
It is a total, I mean, nothing. Their first round match is the O-Days, so you can imagine how that goes.
Yeah, so like they try to on the next episode make it like, oh, it's such an illustrious tournament, so hard to get an invite.
Yeah.
Literally, this one O'Day guy's career starts in 1991 and ends in 1992. I don't know if they're that illustrious of a tag team in that time period.
Well, it's pretty prestigious because the Steiner Brothers' first round match is a win by forfeit against Miguel Perez Jr. and Ricky Santana. So I don't know if they saw... Okay.
Do you know if those guys are Puerto Rican?
Yeah. And they're a big deal.
Perfect. So this will be a future story on the next WCW magazine. It's like the Puerto Rican team has never been seen, and the Puerto Rican government made it where it's illegal for you to take video of them training.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, that's what they did. And I'm like, oh, I fucking love this. This is great. This is great bullshit. Appreciate y'all.
Love that. We need more bullshit in wrestling. That's just bullshit for fun. Barry and Dustin Rhodes against Arn and Bobby. That'll be great. And then, ooh, I like this. I don't like the Freebirds part, but their first round match is against the Silver King. And then Silver King 2. And that is El Tejano, who is not Silver King 2, but that's awesome. Those guys are big legends in fucking Mexico for sure. And then, man, this next one might be, oh yeah, it's easily the match of the night. And maybe the first time we've seen this guy in WCW. Chris Benoit.
No. We had Muda. We had that one Muda match I think we saw.
Yes,
he was Pegasus Kid, I think. Yeah.
That's true. That counts. Against Beef Wellington, or with Beef Wellington, against Flying Brian and Jushin Liger tagging. That's kind of cool. That'll be neat to see.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down. Don't torture me with that kind of good time.
Another awesome tag team, Akira Nogami and Hiroshi Hase against the Headhunters, not the ones some of you may know, Bob Cook and Joe Cruz under hoods.
Such an illustrious tag team tournament.
And then this is...
And every time I see Joe Cruz, I think of John Cruz. So every single time.
I hope you guys can handle this spoiler we're about to give you. This is going to be a bit of a spoiler on what happened earlier in the night, but I think you could figure it out. We get the second round match right away. Double duty for these guys. Dr. Death and Bam Bam against the Steiners for the first time ever in WCW. That had to be surreal. So we're doing that next. Really fucking excited about it.
Have you guys been messing around in New Japan during this time?
I don't think
so. Previously? Because I'm like, I want to go back. I want to go back and see like what they might have. I was hoping there'd be like, 6-month run where they were going at each other or something, because that would be so cool to see them from New Japan.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. And that's it, man. This was a fun watch. I feel like it's going to be good from here on out. You know, this feels like, okay, we got enough goods going forward. We're getting serviced here, so to speak.
I feel like it can't be bad with Jesse involved.
No.
Like anything Jesse's going to do is going to be good.
And the wrestling got leagues better. So yeah. We've got social media. Of course, you are the JIMDB everywhere that matters. I am Troubles Rest everywhere, including places that don't matter because I'm insane. I've got my interview with Jim Fannin from IWA Mid-South on YouTube and everything else. I've got I did the collaboration piece with Bryn Jade and Joe Sposto, who was Leonard F. Chikarison from Chikara. We wrote up a thing about Never Compromise 2013 when they did the fucking shutdown angle. That was one of the stupidest things that's ever occurred in professional wrestling. What else do I got going on? Too much shit, man.
Too much shit.
Keep your fucking dial on the Troubles Rest because there's so much going on and shit that I'm having to say no to, which is good. I'm glad to be in that position rather than where I've been. So
I'm glad you're not saying no to me, man.
Fuck no. This is fucking number one. This is my thing because I wanted to do a fucking WCW watch thing from the beginning to the end. We will do it. This will get much easier once we get into Nitro era, buddy, because then it's just we do Nitros and then it's evergreen for a while, you know, because that's my plan. Once we get to Nitro, we're doing it Nitro to Nitro. That's my deal. And then when Thunder exists, we'll talk about it because at that point, we're going to be pretty far along in this motherfucker. Yeah, so.
I mean, I'll be collecting my Social Security at that point.
God, dude, I hope I'm fucking. Who knows, man? I'm going to manifest. Maybe I'm the Booker of Ring of Honor. Manifest that. You never know. So, anywho, I doubt it. Don't do it, Tony. I'm a fucking idiot. But with that said, I'm going to, actually go to bed after this. Well, I'm going to eat and go to bed because I actually have a job and I do this shit just like you, man. How do we find time?
No, I'm trying to get ahead of the game. It takes us a while to be able to say, we do time. So, it's tough, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll make sure to make it fucking easier because this is a lot of fucking fun. And you guys need to stay on the fucking bandwagon. Until next time, go watch what you enjoy. Fuck all them haters, bro. See you.